this revision video, we will learn about the HTML tags, okay? Here we will learn about the all container and non-container tag. So for further detailed knowledge of that tag, we will move to our Windows screen, okay? The HTML tags, okay? So what are the tags? As we discussed earlier, HTML is a markup language, so tags are the small codes that tells the web browser how to display the page, okay? So HTML tag can be of two types. Number one, the container tag. Number second, the standalone tag. Standalone tags are also called the non-container tag, okay? So here we will look on container tag, okay? A tag is said to be container if it has a companion tag, means a tag is said to be container tag if the tag has both opening and closing tag, okay? Here you have seen the example. This one is for bold, okay? And every tag enclosed within the angular bracket. So B is said to be container tag with its companion tag like closing the B, okay? Every closing tag needs a slash symbol, okay? The next is standalone tag or non-empty tag. A tag is said to be standalone if it does not have any closing tag, okay? If a tag is not required to be closed, then it comes under the category of the non-empty tag. Here you have seen the example. BR is said to be standalone because it is used for the breaking the line. It doesn't require it never requires any closing tag, okay? Here you have seen the structure of an HTML program. Here every HTML document starts with the HTML tag. After that another tag comes, that is head. Head means the header. It defines the header of our page, okay? In that header portion we have write our title of our page, okay? Title of your documents goes here. After writing the title, we will close our head tag. Now we open our new tag, that is the body tag. Here we have write all the things or contents that we have to shown in our web page, okay? After this you have to close your body section and then HTML close tag, okay? Here this one is the basic structure or a basic HTML program, okay? Here you have seen the physical program like HTML head, title close, then head close, then after that the body tags open. Here document bodies goes here. Different tags can be used here to format the page, means inside the body tag we can write other different tags, okay? After that the body tag goes closed and then HTML closed, okay? Then here we have some commonly used tags in HTML. Number one, the HTML tag, head tag, title tag and body tag. These are the four main basic tags in HTML, okay? Now we have attributes of body tag, means along with that body tag what we can add. We can add the bg color. It changes the default background and color to specified color, okay? Means we can change the background or the bg color. Here background specifies an image file that will used as background of the document. Text, it changes the body of the text color from its default value to the specified color. Here by using this tag or this attribute we can change the color of our written text, okay? The next is title tag. Displays the title associated with the background. It displays the title that associates with the background image when the mouse pause over the element, means when we move our mouse cursor over that element then it displays the background image, okay? That. The next is heading tag. So heading tags are used to define the levels of the headers, means if we want to define the level of our header then we will use the heading tag, okay? There are basically heading tags are the container tags, is always needs to be closed, okay? There are 6 heading tags that starts from the h1 and ends with the h2, okay? Sorry, h6. So h1 indicates the highest value and the h6 represent the lowest, okay? Now you have seen the example of the heading tag here. So here you have seen in this body every heading tag needs to be closed, okay? Here you have seen h1, the element which we have written in the h1 tag. It's it's shown the bigger size, okay? Here h6 is the smaller size, okay? So it defines the category of our heading. Now the next is physical style tags, or we can also set these tags a text formatting tag, okay? We can use these tags in text formatting. Now the first tag is B. B contains text to be rendered in the bold. Means when we shown our text in the bold manner, then we will use the B tag. Italic, it renders the text in italic manner. Means the text is shown in the tilt manner. Okay. The next is U. It is used to be underline the text. Okay. Now the next is P tag. P means the paragraph here. It defines a paragraph of text. Okay. If we want to write something in paragraph, then we will use the P tag. That it's a container tag that needs to be closed. Okay. We can align that paragraph by using the align tag. We have four alignment: left, right, corner, and justify. Okay. The next is BR tag. BR means the break line. It insert a line break into a text flow. Okay. The next is HR tag. HR means the horizontal tag. It is used to place the horizontal line on page. Okay. Attributes. So that we can assign with that HR tag. Number one, the align. Aligning means to set the position of our written text. Okay. Number second, the size. It changes the size of our line or it changes the size of our rule. Width, we can change the width of our line or our rule with the width attribute. Okay. So now the next thing is list. So a list is used to place the collection of related items. Means if we want to place our items in a collective manner, then we will use the list. Okay. We have two types of list. Number one, the ordered list, and number second, the unordered list. So what are the ordered list now? It uses a sequence of list items in a important. Okay. Means if we want to show our data in a sequential manner, so we will use the ordered list. OL format contains the of an ordered list. Okay. Here the attribute of that ordered list is start and type. Okay. The next is unordered list. Unordered list relates the item has no special order. Means if we want to assign the value that never follows any order, okay, then it will comes under the unordered list. It defines by the UL tag the attribute that consists or that assists with the unordered lists are type tag. Okay. Here we can represent it by using the dice, square, and circle. Okay. We can show or we can represent these lists by using these symbols, whereas in ordered list we can represent our data by using the numbers, alphabetical symbols. Okay. That represent the sequence basically. So here you have seen the example. This one is the example of the ordered list. Okay. And here this one is the example of the unordered list. Hope you all are clear with this video. So students, that's all about today's presentation. If you have any doubt related to the video or any query in that, so you can call me, WhatsApp me, or drop a message in the drop box. Okay. So thank you. Have a nice day.